So the experts, the estimates are that the global economy for artificial intelligence by 2030 will be 15.7 to 22.3 trillion dollars
Oh my gosh, that's
annually.
staggering.
That's equivalent to China and India's combined GDP. So when
Yeah.
you look at the world stage, national security, the things that Donald Trump is doing, why he's doing the things that he has, like in Greenland, you start to have a better understanding of how transformative artificial intelligence is, because when there's that much money behind it driving it, there's going to be bad things that happen. And we have to make sure that we at least preserve human rights. And I know that artificial intelligence, a 28th Amendment won't do anything for China. It won't do anything. But America has the opportunity to lead in this right now. And
Yeah.
we should lead with human rights. And we cannot
Yes.
lose human agency. And that's the motivation for it. That's the reason why all of this is happening.
So what can people do in terms of bringing a 28th Amendment to fruition?
Well, we talk about it in the book. We give you steps. First of all, you have to get into the conversation. At the beginning of the book, in
Yeah.
the introduction, that's what we talk about. And there's a couple of reviews that says the introduction is worth the price of the book. And we want you to understand it so that you can have the conversation. Because if you don't have a conversation with someone about it, then a 28th Amendment never has a chance. We didn't write this book with any type of spiritual or religious tone. We didn't write this book with any political tone at all. It's not left, it's not right, although I'm conservative. This is for
Yeah.
a broad audience, because it takes a broad audience to go through the process of a 28th Amendment, because every state has to bring it to the state legislature. 38 states have to agree to do it and ratify it. It has, and
Okay.
this book is in the hands of members of Congress, but it has to start there. They have to feel pressure from us, the people, and that's where that starts. It's not going to start unless we have an understanding of where this is going, and that's the reason for the book.
100%. No, and I'm so glad you wrote the book, and I will put all, I'll put the links. It's in Kindle and in paperback on Amazon.
Yep,
I'll put all the links
it's
to it in
free.
the show description.
It's free on Kindle. I forget what they call it, the Prime
Kindle
Kindle
Unlimited.
Kindle Unlimited. That's it.
Kindle Unlimited.
It's
Yeah,
it's
awesome.
yeah, it's free there.
Well, and it's funny, Booker, because it wasn't that long ago that my mom, who's turning 95, God love her,
Yeah.
said to me, "Can you
Wow.
tell me what artificial intelligence is?" And I got to be honest with you, I couldn't really answer her question. So now, after
Right.
reading your book and talking to you, maybe I can answer the question better. Because one thing I'll just say as an aside, I do feel bad for, the elderly when my mom loves sports. I mean, I do too. I'll admit that. When things are on Apple or on Prime, or they want to talk to
Yeah.
somebody in customer service, I have this frustration myself, and they just get a robot.
Yeah.
It just feels, I don't know, it just makes me very sad. I mean, my mom, I guess she's silent generation. It just makes me feel sad. But my whole point in bringing that up was that I couldn't even explain to her what AI was. And
Yeah.
so I'm so glad you put this book out there, because I use it, but it's very surface level though. Yeah.
Right. My mom was 88, and she read the manuscript partly before it was published, and then she got a book and she read it twice. And at 88, in some, fading memory a little bit, but she now has a better understanding of it. She knows
Yeah.
what it is. And that's where this has to start, is with the
Yeah.
education of ourselves. We have to know how
Yeah.
this works, what the dangers are, what we can do about it, and what we can do about it is that. Start there. Just start
Yeah.
learning about it.
I'm getting her a
And
copy. Yes.
yeah, yeah, know what it is. And I
Yeah.
think that it's easy enough for your 95-year-old mom to get it and read it and understand it and
Absolutely.
comprehend it, because we're
I
not cutting it.
recommend every No, no, it's wonderful. I mean, I'm still reading it, but I mean, I love the introduction. I it's You did it in such a nice way where you just make it easy for the everyday person to understand. And I think that's what I love the most about the book. Plus the way it's organized, has like a logical progression, and you kind of take the reader through. And I like that you explain, like you did earlier, really the genesis. I mean, I didn't realize you could go all the way back to 1950. I mean,
Right.
I learned a lot to know that's where it came from. So, and just,
Well, and let me
you
give
know,
you a little reason why I think that part of the book is important, because a lot of people are fearful of artificial intelligence. If they realize that artificial intelligence has already been using you for 30 years without you knowing it and nothing's really happened, then you should
Yeah.
be okay with the
Yeah.
rigid, programmable artificial intelligence. However, that's where the change in the book comes with that lunch with Martine Rothblatt when she said they're going to have feelings. And when they do, they need
Yeah.
rights. And that's where it changes in chapter 6 to start explaining artificial general intelligence.
Yeah. Well, I highly recommend everyone get the book.